What's happening, sports fans? How you doing? I am Kendrick, the sports guy. Good Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. And it ain't a happy day in Detroit. But we're going to jump into that. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. The city of Detroit is known for a lot of history. It is Motor City. You're talking about Ford, talking about the Motown sound music. And they are actually celebrating a little success with the football team, the Detroit Lions. They clinched the NFC North Division this past Sunday, and they ride high with that win over the Vikings. But Detroit basketball, well, the Pistons, it is not looking good for them right now. They lost to the Nets 118-112 on Tuesday night, which made their 27th straight game with an L, and that is the most consecutive losses in a single season in league history. Detroit hasn't won a game since its home opener on October 28 versus the Bulls, and they now sit at 2-28 on the season. Now, they still haven't broke the record of the Philadelphia 76ers at 28 games. Now, the 76ers have the overall record, but that spanned over two seasons, 2014-15 and 2015 and 2016. Now, Pistons head coach Monty Williams had been asked about this looming record and how was he and the players handling it, and he said, you know, you don't want your names attached to anything like this, so it's kind of weighing heavy on you, but you got to push through it. Number one draft pick, Cade Cunningham, he was the number one overall draft pick in 2021. He had a great game on Tuesday night versus the Nets. He had a game-high 41 points to go along with 9 rebounds and 5 assists. But it has been reported that he addressed his teammates after the game passionately in the locker room and was telling them, hey, you can't jump off the boat. We got to stay together as the losses continue to mount. We just got to figure out a way to get a W. So again, the Pistons, it's not looking good for them right now. They got this losing streak, and hopefully they can dig themselves out of this. You know, there were fans chanting, sell the team. You know, for fans, a lot of times don't understand selling the team. What is that going to do? You still going to have the same players. I just think, man, you just got to get that first W. And it's all on Monty Williams and the players. Don't nobody want to be attached to losing, especially losing streaks. And that's a tough thing, and it makes it tough to go to work. But, you know, regardless of these guys, they make money. I get it, but I guarantee you none of those players in the Pistons locker room want to have their names attached to losing. They just as upset and pissed off, I'm sure his fans are. So hopefully they can get this ship righted sooner rather than later. Now, I did look up the longest losing streaks in sports history, covering the professional sports. NFL, Chicago Cardinals, they lost 29 games in a row from 1942 to 1945. Again, the NBA was the 76ers, still hold that at 28 games, but that spanned 2 seasons. And the Pistons, I think, they play tonight, so they could tie that tonight if they get another loss. Now, the WNBA, the Tulsa Shock and the Indiana Fever, they both lost 20 games in a row. The NHL, the Pittsburgh Penguins and Buffalo Sabres, they lost 18 games in a row. And in Major League Baseball, the Louisville Colonels had to go all the way back to 1889. They lost 26 games in a row, and they ended the season at 27-111. So again, the Pistons looking to get out off of this 27-game losing streak, but you got to keep grinding. So we'll see what happens with these Detroit Pistons. So I'd like to know what you guys think about this. Does there need to be a change at the head coaching position, or what can you do when a team is in this type of losing streak? I'd like to know your thoughts on it. Drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. I am Kendrick, the sports guy. We will see you on the other side. And on the next report, I am out. Peace.